All right, man. Danny Boy speaks on if he's gonna play his players versus Chicago Cubs.
That's our injured players, if any of you decided won't play, this weekend.
Well, the injury report is we're pretty riddled right now. So I don't know. I mean, if they can play, we're playing, If guys can't go because of injury, then the next guy up will go, young or old. It doesn't, or young or veteran, I should say. Next best guy available. We think they're setting themselves up for a long-term risk. Then no, it's not worth it. But if it's the stuff doesn't feel good and it's bumps and bruises and it's then no, it's like the next game up.
All right, they're playing for nothing, absolutely nothing in Week 18, but pride, and the Bears can be out for vengeance from Week 2 when we put a 50 ball on them or close to a 50 ball on them. I mean, it's interesting here. I mean, I think he should sit his guys. Some of these guys that need developmentals, Miles Frazier, Kyle Allen. Excuse me. And some of these guys that need a little bit of play time, maybe they should get in the loop and they should, play those guys a little bit more. But ultimately we will see. But maybe he's just saying this on the surface, but is it, you risk putting some of these guys out here, where they might get injured next season. I mean, I think guys like Aleem McNeil, he should rep. Horrible comeback. I kind of figured that he wouldn't be all the way back this season due to the injury and the size of him as a man. So I'm not holding that against him. But some of these guys need to rep. Aleem McNeil needs to rep. Hutch, hey, man, you coming off a major injury. You played all games. Hey, let Aiden Hutchinson play it out. Unless he's dealing with an injury, you know what I'm saying, already. Jack Campbell, let him go out on the shield. Been durable all year. Hey, let him go out on the shield. Derek Barnes injured last year. Can't let him go out on the shield. DJ Reed, hey, I'm probably, hey, man, I'll let some of these young guys come in here. My Rock can't go? Cool. Let J-Mo be number one. Let Tesla get in there. Let them, some of the practice squad receivers you kept on getting in there. That's how I feel about it. But, other guys is like, you already know what you got in Penei Sewell, unless it's just an Iron Man thing for Penei Sewell and you want to keep his streak alive, let him do that. But for the most part, I mean, you playing for draft position, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want nobody to get hurt going into the offseason. A lot of these guys get healed. A lot of them little minor injuries turn into major injuries. Remember, Daniel Jones went out there on a fractured fibula, blew out his Achilles. Them injuries can turn to major injuries, bro. Real quick. Really, really quick. And they got a lot of decisions to make next year. There's a lot of these guys, which I wait till the offseason to talk about, that shouldn't come back. But if some of these guys got incentives in their deals, I get it. Get your money. But I mean, they got a lot of soul searching to do. They ain't going nowhere. They shouldn't go nowhere, the regime. But I don't think they got the balls that they got on the field that they got in the front office. That's my opinion on it. I don't think they ballsy in the front office. I don't think they got enough kahunas. But only time will tell, right? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But me personally, I think it's certain guys that just need the reps. Aleem McNeil is one of them. He need the reps. He need the reps. He need the reps. So he need the reps. So, but Amon-Ra St. Brown, I mean, maybe it's incentives in their contracts. Maybe it's incentives in their contracts, but you know, they gotta be smart about it. They gotta be smart about it. But quite frankly, quite frankly, I think for them, the smartest thing to do is the guys that need them, they need them. The guys that don't, they don't. You know, smart, simple as that. Simple as that. You know, DJ Reed probably ain't coming back. Rep him out there. Meek Roberts ain't coming back probably. Shit, let him go out with a bang. DJ Reed, I'd probably sit him out. If I plan on bringing him back next year, and they should. I just think he had his season turned bad. Why? Because of the hamstring, and it happens. He's durable all them years with the Jets, playing out in the cold, and the Jets, you come indoors with the Lions and you get injured. That says a lot about how the Lions are, how the Lions' practice habits are. That says a lot about the Lions' practice habits. That's my opinion on it. A lot of these guys ain't had had injuries. But as soon as they come here, they get injured. So they got a lot of questions to answer, man, to be honest with you. And are they young enough to pivot? I believe they are. You hope Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell young enough and open-minded enough to pivot. If they can pivot, it's on. They got to make the adjustments. Well, do I think they on the court with every decision that they make? No. But that's another story for another day. Okay. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, hit the link trees to first description. Follow me everywhere there. Peace.